VA claims process is constantly changing. I get that. I get updates like these from all sorts of people that are, deep into the VA claims process. There's doctors, lawyers, raters. People feed me information like this because they want me to get it out there in my own special way. So that's what I'm doing. New laws are created by Congress and the VA secretary, and then they roll these things out. The last major one was we're accepting DBQs again. I actually talked to a VA rater about this, and it was like, yeah, nothing really came down the pike about this, or pipe or whatever. So there was no like, all right, the law starts now. And there was no instruction on how to implement the law. So that's my concern with this. So the M21-1 is a huge part of the VA claims process. I talk about educating yourself about the process because you have to. If you rely solely on a VSO that works for free and knows limited information, or whatever, whoever you hire, they're not going to be around in a year or two if you get your claim adjudicated quickly. So you need to be up to speed on these changes. You need to be aware that there was a change. Now, what if you're in the middle of filing a claim right now and you were on page 9 of this changeover thing and then they switch it around on you? It would be nice to know how that's going to affect your claim. So the M21-1 adjudication manual is essentially the Bible for VA raters. Many or most of them are still working at home, probably because of the last year's deal, but they're monitored for productivity, right? Keystrokes. How many claims have you submitted or processed today? You get bonus points for doing this stuff. If you have a gigantic claim that's a total pain in the ass with 20 things and presumptive conditions, you get 5 points. If you have a claim for tinnitus that's easy, you get 3 points. Remember that when you're filing gigantic claims with 10 million disabilities, it's going to bog these guys down, and they literally get points for completing tests. The things that concern me, I highlighted. And again, there's a link in the description. Read this. I read it one way. You may read it another way. Go read this regardless and make your own opinion. So the whole point here is make the M21-1 adjudication procedures manual a more consumable and navigatable resource. The primary recommendations of the project team were to reorganize the M21-1's content in a manner consistent with the progression of claims process and to group content on special issues in a single consolidated location. Wow, that sounds scary to me. It sounds great, but it's like VA marketing terms. You know how good they are about marketing. Like, hey, veteran, you can file a claim. Hey, veteran, you can appeal a claim. Continuing on. This document describes the plan to reorganize the M21-1's content. This reorganization effort focuses on improved accessibility of content and does not aim to revise or substantively change guidance. The reorganization of the M21-1 will occur in a 6-phased approach, with phase 1 of the movement beginning on or near May 10th, 2021, and a targeted completion of the final phase by the end of fiscal year 2021. And then I just highlighted the progressive. So the VA is all of a sudden a progressive organization. They're like dinosaurs that are probably operating in 1971. So now they're progressive. I wonder what year they're actually in. So this is a 6-phased approach. What's the plan? What's going on? What are you guys going to do? How are you guys going to implement this? How are you going to get this out to raters all over the country? And once it hits the VA regional office and hits the VA rater boss guy, how's he going to get that out to all of his people that work for him in every single VA regional office? How many are there? Like 55 or something like that? They're all over the country. Everything's going to be a little bit different. Let's see, scrolling down. Because of the progressive nature of this phased reorganization, cross referencing within the content may not be as accurate or specific as readers may normally expect. Oh, okay, you mean like people like me that just read this stuff and try to get my hands around this mixture of medical evidence and VA law? Are you talking to me or the VA raters? I don't care who you're talking to, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. That's lovely. Every effort will be made to ensure that cross referencing is updated to the extent possible. That's another one. What extent? How possible? How much effort are you putting into this to make this stuff easy to understand? Just more bullshit, hogwash words. Um, Users should expect that the cross referencing will be inaccurate for a period of time. Gee, wonder what period of time means. Probably like till I die. During short periods of time, content may appear in two places, the old citation and the new citation. This temporary duplication is more likely to occur when individual portions of large chapters, sections of content are reorganized for better subject specificity. So it's going to be in two places. Again, remember, you're a VA rater and you get points or whatever you get, and your job is to rate claims. So you're going into the manual and it's like, oh, here's the old version, here's the new version. Hmm. Do I even read this or do I, will I get busted if I just go with the old version? I don't even know how that affects us. The graphic here, and it basically, I'm not going to go over it. I'll just show you it, but basically, it's going to take 9 parts and turn it into 14 parts. So this graphic is in there. I know this stuff's pretty small, but it talks about claimants' rights, the intake, the development process, examinations, C&P exams, the rating process, the authorization process, dependency, special compensation issues, pension and survivors' pension, benefits administration and oversight, notice of death, benefits payable at death, DIC and other survivors' benefits, eligibility determinations, and informed sharing for other benefits, and then matching programs.